Castleman?
Good evening.
Good evening.
My question is, has the Borough Treasurer, Mr. Joseph Presente, caught up on the incomplete, uncompleted annual audits and filed reports with the Department of Community and Economic Development to be compliant with state requirements and to be eligible for DCED grants and loans?
2016 has been completed, and I did get notification from the,
That's 3 years ago.
yes, and 2017 and 2018 are currently being completed. To answer your question.
And when were they supposed to be at the completion of the,
Mr. Castleman, this is public comment. Do you have a comment?
I'm asking a question.
Do you have a comment? Public comment.
Well, then in that case, my public comment is, why do we still have the Presentes?
That's a question.
They aren't, they apparently are not doing their job.
Okay, well, we'll take that under advisement. Thank you. Next.
Madam President, we set a timeline for the completion of 2017, 2018 audits as of yet?
Yeah, we'll be done by the end of the month.
The end of this month?
We heard that a year ago.
And Phil, for recycling, or it's still going to the main?
No, it gets recycled.
It's going to recycling.
That was a few, that was a.
Yeah, I never knew if it was corrected or not.
It was,
Yeah.
Okay.
yes. Let's see.
Glen Wilson.
Glenn?
I had some questions. I was going to ask if they could be introduced into the minutes, whether they can or not.
It's a public comment, Glenn.
We
Questions could be asked by council after the meeting.
We take minutes on everything that happens here. Okay, public comment then. If I can't ask a question, then what I will say is, I noticed on the report that we're going to get to, the disbursement report, that there are pages and pages and pages. It's just say payroll. It doesn't say what it was for or who the payroll check was issued to. There used to be names on there, and one of those names was Ashley Reeves, who on 1 month, a few months ago, received almost $3,000 in payroll checks. And I was never aware that there was a new position advertised that other people could apply for, or that that was included in the budget. Last spring, Council approved the purchase of a house at 1306 East 12th Street for $60,000. I understand that those of us who were there that night don't remember a resolution being voted on, but the minutes from that meeting say that a resolution was voted on. In that resolution, it refers to a senior housing authority or words to that effect. As far as I know, the house has been purchased, but there's never been any senior housing authority set up. And that raises the question of what the purpose was for spending $60,000 on that house in May. Since that $60,000 was paid in cash and was not on the approved budget, it leaves me the question what other services were cut to free up money for the purchase of that house. Are you taking time? I guess we asked, the question was already asked if we were caught up on the audits, and the answer was no. The next audit, the 2018 audit, will be due in April of 2019. We've done 2015, and I hear we've done the 2016. There's nothing done. There's no 2017 audit. There's no 2018 audit. So we are 2 years behind in state mandated audits, and we are therefore still ineligible for DCED grants from the state. It's true. Who said it's not true? Who said it's not true?
Public comment, not Q&A.
Excuse me, somebody in the council said it's not true. Was that you, Karen?
Glenn, why don't you say it?
No, I'm not gonna say that. Can I ask you, well, I guess it's not, it's a question I can't ask. So I'll state it as a fact. To my knowledge,
That's not a fact. Your knowledge is not a fact. Facts are facts.
I said to my knowledge, that's
That's
limiting.
not a fact, though.
Mandy, grow up.
Opinion.
You can give your opinion, but don't say it as a fact. If you're
It's
saying
your-
to my
you're
knowledge,
gonna
you
go
don't know
right
it's a
ahead.
fact.
To my knowledge, we have never, since the Pacentes have been managing this borough, ever applied for or gotten a DCED grant. If that's not accurate, I would like somebody to correct me, but my belief is that for the past 8 years, we've been ineligible for DCED grants from the state, which are used for Main Street revitalization and economic renewal. Earlier this year, I submitted a right to know for the auditor's findings of the 2015 audit. Timothy Pacente, Borough Manager, refused my request for that auditor's findings. Can I have a copy of that now?
Are you giving a reason for that refusal?
No,
Just, no.
no. No, he told me that the standard thing here when you do a right to know is that they not only take the 5 days that are automatic for a response, but they also tack on 30 days. Now, you can't tack on 30 days unless you have a valid reason for doing that. You need to state in your response what that reason is. And no reason was stated. I never received that from the borough.
Sorry, Mr. Wilson, your 3 minutes are up.
Mr. Wilson, on that 15 audit finding that you looked for, you sent an email to all of Borough Council looking for that information.
I did.
I provided you that information
The
via
incorrect
email.
information.
Not incorrect information.
Yes, it was.
What, how can it be incorrect?
If you saw on that on that paperwork, Glenn, that you received, it
Yes.
was for managers and council members only. What Mr. Stewart sent you was not for you. He could have
You
sent
are-
you a report, he sent you the wrong report, he even said on an email that he sent you the wrong report. Enough, 3 minutes are up.
No.
Next.
You can't tell me that that was wrong, because that was an official document. No, wait. I'm being told, I am being told, I am trying to finish so I can sit down.
Warning.
That was an official service paid for by borough money, taxpayer money, to have the audit report. Other boroughs put that on their website. You're telling me that you will
Second
not
warning.
ever release the audit report. How about the 2016 audit report?
You're out of order, Mr. Wilson. Please sit down. Please sit down, your 3 minutes are up.
Okay, you're hiding something.
I'm not hiding anything.
You're hiding everything. You're not complying
You're out
with
of
the law right
order.
now.
Please sit
You're out
down
of
and we'll
order.
have you removed.
You're not complying
You're
with the
crazy.
law.
Seriously.
Seriously, there's something called the Sunshine Act and the Open Records Act, and you,
We follow every rule we can, Mr. Wilson.
then why are you not giving us public records? Why are they kept secret?
You know what I mean? That it? That's it. Okay. All right, action items. Mr. Pacente, you have the 2020 municipal MMO?
Yeah, from Thomas J. Anderson and Associates, Jim Kennedy. The 2020 minimum municipal obligation is for the police pension fund is in the amount of $290,461. We're requesting that you approve that amount for the 2020 police pension obligation.
Okay.
That's prior to, that's the amount prior before the minus the state.
Minus the stadium.
What is that figure again, Mr. Pacente?
That's prior to, that's the number before the state.
For the stadium.
290, 441.
441?
Yes, sir.
Are we caught up on payments for the MMO? Or are we
We're out of order. We're out of
$170,000?
order.
Are we
You're out of order
$170,000?
enough.
Or are we 170,000
Have him
behind?
removed if he doesn't stop.
Ed, he's out of order.
It's been told multiple times.
I'd like to have a motion to approve the 2020 MMO for, as presented by Thomas Anderson, for $290,441.
Madam President, that information is not in our packet, correct?
Correct. This is prior to what we get from the state.
If you want a copy, or if you want to see the original.
Thank you.
Can we skip it for now, go back to it? Okay. I need a motion to approve the minutes of 8/12/19.